Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between IPC and CRPC. Let us begin with their full forms. IPC stands for Indian Penal Code and CRPC stands for Criminal Procedure Code or Code for Criminal Procedure. Most of us who watch Bollywood movies are aware about Section 302 of IPC. In numerous movies we have heard this Dafa 302 ki Tahat. Similarly, we are aware about IPC Section 420, which is generally used as noun for people committing frauds and engaged in cheating-like activities. Similarly, again thanks to Bollywood and mostly due to daily newspapers that we read, we are aware about terms like bail, arrest, accused, arrest warrant, police custody, judicial custody, convict, etc. So, what is the difference between IPC and CRPC? In order to understand the difference between these two statutes, we need to first understand few related background concepts. Let us begin with understanding that in any legal framework what is needed to deliver justice in case crime is committed. In any nation, legal system is governed by two things: its history that comprises of nation's culture, traditions including historic interactions with other cultures, and secondly on the generally accepted rules of morality, ethics and philosophy in that nation. In previous era, when kings used to deliver justice, they used to mainly rely on these traditions, culture, morality, ethics and philosophy to impart justice. However, this system had biggest flaw. It depended hugely on one person's capability to judge and decide without any protection from prejudice, lack of talent or incapacity to impart justice. So whether there will be a fair trial and justice will be delivered or not was mainly dependent on the king's capacity. More so in deliverance of justice in cases of serious crimes, it becomes evident to have complete knowledge of crime, criminals and method to gather evidence, define acceptability of evidences and arriving at the decision based on facts rather than on the basis of ethics and morality alone. This resulted in the evolution of modern legal system which would form definitive rules to enable delivery of justice. Now let's gradually move from evolution of modern legal system to our topic of difference between Indian Penal Code and Criminal Procedure Code. However, before proceeding, let us get familiar with two types of laws: substantive law and procedural law. Understanding these two concepts by keeping criminal law in perspective will make it easier to understand the difference between IPC and CRPC. Let us begin with substantive law from criminal law perspective. Substantive law is the law that defines crimes and punishments for those crimes. In short, it defines what exactly constitutes crimes, factors that constitute crime, and also defines what punishments could be given for those crimes committed. Let me explain this with an example. Let's say person A deliberately hits person B with big stone and causes grievous hurt resulting in death of person B. In this case, person A is liable to be prosecuted under the charges of murder. In another example, person A, who is just a 5-year-old kid, is playing on the terrace of his 23-storied building along with his other friends of similar age. While playing, they decide to pick up one huge stone and throw it down from the terrace wall. The stone falls down on person B, who again is grievously hurt and succumbs to the wound. In this case, should the law charge those 5-year-old kids for committing murder? So now we can understand that defining what constitutes crime or what does not constitute or should not constitute as crime needs to define clearly. This important task is done by substantive law, and in our country that substantive law or statute or code which defines all crimes and their punishments is called Indian Penal Code. Of course, it is supported by many other statutes and laws enacted for various purposes, but main law that deals with crimes in India is Indian Penal Code. Now let us understand procedural law. Procedural law, as the name indicates, deals with procedural aspect of the law. So let's say that person A has committed murder. Will we be hanging him to death immediately? No, we won't. Then what are we going to do, or what do police needs to do, or what courts should do in this case? All these whats are answered in procedural law. In India, this procedural aspect of delivering justice in case of criminal law is handled by Code for Criminal Procedure or Criminal Procedure Code, popularly known in the legal circle as CRPC. This law is not popular like Indian Penal Code as it mainly deals with procedural aspects and therefore mostly referred by lawyers, judges, police and supporting staffs of legal framework. In short, in any legal framework where criminal law needs to be exercised, one needs to define what actions are considered as crime or crimes and what are the punishments in that country, and it should provide a foolproof framework of judiciary to administer justice by bringing criminals to the court and sentencing them according to the proven crimes. Any criminal justice or criminal law system hence needs to have substantive law like IPC and procedural law like CRPC. IPC defines murder as follows. Murder, except in the cases hereinafter accepted, culpable homicide is murder, if the act by which the death is caused is done with the intention of causing death, or secondly, if it is done with the intention of causing such bodily injury as the offender knows to be likely to cause the death of the person to whom the harm is caused, or thirdly, if it is done with the intention of causing bodily injury to any person and the bodily injury intended to be inflicted is sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death, or fourthly, if the person committing the act knows that it is so imminently dangerous that it must, in all probability, cause death, or such bodily injury as is likely to cause death, and commits such act without any excuse for incurring the risk of causing death or such injury as aforesaid. Section 302 IPC defines the punishment for murder. Whoever commits murder shall be punished with death, or imprisonment for life, and shall also be liable to fine. Thus, Indian Penal Code Section 300 defines what constitutes murder and Section 302 defines the punishment for murder. On the other hand, if you check CRPC for same offense, that is, murder, it will focus on procedure. For example, take Chapter 18 of CRPC that deals with trial before a court of session, and sections include procedures about framing of charges, Section 228, evidence for prosecution, Section 231, arguments, Section 234, judgment of acquittal or conviction, Section 235. Let us see Section 235 to understand difference between IPC and CRPC. Section 235 Judgment of acquittal or conviction. After hearing arguments and points of law, if any, the judge shall give a judgment in the case. If the accused is convicted, the judge shall, unless he proceeds in accordance with the provisions of Section 360, hear the accused on the question of sentence, and then pass sentence on him according to law. If we compare Section 235 of CRPC and Section 300 or 302 of IPC, we can conclude that IPC tells what will happen if one commits crimes and CRPC defines how that will happen. I hope this video was informative, and now with the help of this video you would be able to easily differentiate between IPC and CRPC. I hope one never has to come in direct contact of any of these laws in action. However, in case a situation arises where one needs to get involved in matters related to IPC, I not only strongly recommend but I insist that lawyer should be consulted. Just like self-medication in case of any ailment is dangerous and could prove fatal, basing your legal decisions without professional legal consultant, lawyer could be detrimental to your interests. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Expert Jurist LLP. Always with you on the path of justice.